My Blu-ray collection, part 15. Ahoy everybody, and welcome to part 15 of a look at my Blu-ray collection. Films, TV, music, comedy, documentaries, all sorts in here. No box sets, and by box sets I mean multi-film collections or multi-series collections of TV shows. Let's carry straight on. And we have Murder on the Orient Express, the recent Kenneth Branagh directed and starring version. I enjoyed this. Like a few films I've shown in the last couple of videos, he's got such a great cast that it can't really go wrong. Branagh, Penelope Cruz, Willem Dafoe, Judi Dench, Johnny Depp, Josh Gad, Michelle Pfeiffer, Daisy Ridley. Yeah, I'm not saying it's the best film ever, but I enjoyed it. This is excellent. War of the Planet of the Apes. The three recent Planet of the Apes films have all been really strong. I think first and third were probably the best, but 2 was really good as well. Just, yeah, really liked that film. And it's a great slip as well on that one. Different. No, it's not. It's the same artwork as the inside. I had a feeling it was different, but not. But yeah, love that picture. This I enjoyed. This is Prevenge, a film by Alice Lowe, the British comedian. I don't think she does. She might have done stand-up, but she's certainly a comedy actress. So she wrote and directed this whilst pregnant, for real. And she plays a pregnant lady who goes on a killing spree, basically, and she thinks she's being directed by her unborn child. Yeah, a lot of fun. Very dark humour, but yeah, really enjoyed that. Star Trek Beyond, the third of the Kelvin, is it, series, what they call it? Star Trek. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm not precious about Star Trek, so I just, enjoy it for what it is, and I enjoyed that film. Another great slip on that one as well. Is it the best of the three? No. But it's still an enjoyable film. This is from the HMV Premium Collection. This is Time After Time. Fun little film, this. H.G. Wells, unbeknownst to him, one of his best friends turns out to be Jack the Ripper. H.G. Wells invents a time machine. As he's showing it off, his friend, played by David Warner, who is Jack the Ripper, I can't remember he played him. He was Jack, but I can't remember what his full name is in this. He's discovered, so he leaps in the time machine and travels forward to whenever this was, 79. The time machine returns without Jack, so H.G. Wells decides he's going to find him. So he travels to the same time. And it's about him basically trying to stop Jack from committing more murders, and in the course of which he falls in love with Mary Steenburgen, best known from Back to the Future 3. But yeah, really enjoyed that. A lot of fun. Another premium collection, Clash of the Titans. You may know from previous videos I've been watching a fair bit of Ray Harryhausen recently. So had to pick this up anyway. It's a film I loved in my childhood. It's from 1981. I'm not sure it's aged that well. I didn't enjoy it as much as I used to, but it's still, perfectly enjoyable. And the effects are brilliant. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad film. I still enjoyed it. Just not as much as I remembered enjoying it. Let's put it that way. Another one from a premium collection. This is Excalibur. This is a film I've watched 2 or 3 times in the past and always quite enjoyed, but never loved. But thought I'd pick it up, and pretty much the same applies. It's for the bulk of it, it's good, but then it goes very weird at the end. So it's about King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, and basically the story of them, and you know, Merlin and wizardry and what have you. And it's just the last half hour or so it gets very strange. Sherlock season 4, or series 4 rather. So to date, the final series of Sherlock, this is the one where his sister turns up, basically. Although that doesn't really, it turns out it is throughout the series. It's only really the third part that really kicks in. But yeah, so the first one is, where's the list of what they're called? Not on here. Okay, I'm sure in the past I have been. So there's the Six Thatchers, which is based loosely on the Six Napoleons. That's sort of the one where we find out about Mary and the truth behind her backstory. Sacha Darwin's in that one. Brilliant fight between him and Benedict. Then The Lying Detective, which is one with the slightly Jimmy Savile-esque businessman. And then The Final Problem, which is the one with his sister, basically. But yeah, really enjoyable. Another premium collection. This is Logans Run. I don't think I'd ever actually seen this before watching it. I mean, it's only earlier this year that I watched these. The shelves I'm going through at the moment with basically recent viewings, or relatively recent. Mainly got from the presence of Jenny Agutter, because why not? But yeah, I enjoyed it. It's set in the future where, how old are you? Yeah, once you reach 30, you submit to a carousel where allegedly you get reborn and you start your life cycle again, but really it's just people dying. And Logan, played by Michael York, Logan 5, is a sandman whose job it is basically to kill anybody who tries to avoid going to the carousel. But he's approaching his 30th and he starts having existential doubts. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Good soundtrack as well. Series 4 of Inside Number 9, just one of the greatest TV shows ever. What's on this one? So this has got the Zanzibar, which is the one set in a hotel corridor where it's all done in iambic pentameter, but sort of as a farce. It's got the one where they're deciding who wins the Best Actress award. It's got the one where the house is being sold and there's a murder. I'm trying not to give too much away. There is the one where it's an unhappily married couple trying to revive their marriage, but there's a dark secret. And what one am I missing? Oh, and one of the greatest ones ever, Bernie Clifton's Dressing Room, where they are a double act who split up a long time ago and they reunite for one last performance. Another premium collection, The Last Picture Show, Peter Bogdanovich's film, set in Texas, small town, sort of everybody knows each other. It's just basically a drama about some teenagers, sort of coming of age drama. Just really excellent film. Really moving at times, funny at times, sexy at times. Just classic film. It's all in black and white. Timothy Bottoms is the lead. Jeff Bridges plays his best friend. Ellen Burstyn's in it, and I can't remember which character she plays. My mind's gone blank. Clovis Leachman, Sybil Shepherd. Yeah. Oh, Ellen Burstyn plays Sybil Shepherd's mother. Yeah, I've just remembered. But yeah, really good. Really, really good film. Deservedly, what did it win? Eight Academy Award nominations, and highly deserved. Doctor Who, Twice Upon a Time. So this is Peter Capaldi's Regeneration episode. I enjoy this a lot. This is the one, so David Bradley is playing the first Doctor in it. I understand people's criticism of his portrayal, not him as an actor, but more the script-wise. It sort of made it out as if the first Doctor was some sexist pig, basically, which doesn't really ring true if you watch William Hartnell. But otherwise, yeah, really, really good. Back to a premium collection. King Kong. What amazed me, I've watched it years and years and years and years ago. I've watched the 70s version, and I've watched and shown, I think already, the Peter Jackson version. What amazed me watching this was how little of it is actually set in New York at the end. In my head, from watching it years ago, it was sort of half and half, but it's not. I mean, how long is it? It is 104 minutes, and I think probably about 80 of those are set on the island, and it's only the last 20 minutes or so, if that are in New York. Might be, yeah, it's probably less than that. Yeah, I mean, it's showing its age. It's a bit slow at times, but the performances are excellent. Fay Ray was just amazing in it, if you ask me. Loads of extras on here. King Kong. That's probably the most recently released film in my collection. He says, having just bought Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker today, which day of release, so you now know when I'm recording these. Otherwise, Jane Silent Bob reboot, big Kevin Smith fan. Dogma is my third favourite film of all time. However, the film of his I've watched most is Jane Silent Bob Strike Back, because it's just such a fun watch. Was looking forward to this film a lot. Glad that we got a decent release of it over here on Blu-ray. It was exclusive to HMV. I enjoyed it. I was a bit disappointed. It sort of lacked a little something to me. The highlights of it were sort of the bits where it was retreading. Not so much where it was retreading, but the reappearance of, you know, characters from his back catalogue. It was a bit more sentimental than I thought it was going to be. You know, as I say, I enjoyed it a lot. Just, it wasn't quite what I was expecting, which is partly the idea of it, without spoiling it too much. He sort of sold it as one thing, you know, basically being a complete rehash of Jane Silent Bob Strike Back, and it's not. But yeah, still, I say, a lot of fun. Enjoyed it a lot, basically. Predator. This is in the... They did a run of these to promote Deadpool 2, I think it was. They re-released a load of the classic Fox films. It is Fox, isn't it? Yeah, 20th Century Fox films with new slips with Deadpool on instead of the original cast. I wish I was in this movie, but I'm not. But otherwise, it's exactly the same as the normal release of Predator. Just a classic action film. One of Schwarzenegger's best. Can't fault it, really. And finally, for this video, we have The Guardian, which I've got a feeling that when I was going through my DVDs, I hadn't separated it because I forgot I'd bought it on Blu-ray. So I have briefly talked about this, I think, but I will quickly. It's a William Friedkin film. Dwyer Brown, whoever he was and is, and Carrie Lowell, who was Pam Bouvier in Licence to Kill. A married couple. He's an architect. I can't remember what she does. She's a nurse or something. They have a baby. They get a new nanny played by Jenny Seagrove, who turns out to worship. I was going to say she's not a devil worshipper. She worships trees and nature basically, and one particular tree. And it's sort of about that really. But yeah, it's a film I've always enjoyed. It's silly, but I've enjoyed it. Okay, that's it for this part. Thank you for watching. You can watch past parts on the playlist and future parts. Like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. And I'll see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.